You're probably just going to watch San Jose State take on South Florida. This is on Christmas Eve, I believe, here, Marco, on Tuesday. I don't know if Nick Nash, who I believe was the guy that had more than 33 or 35% of the receiving yards of San Jose State this year. I don't know if he's playing or not. But both these teams had some ups and downs this year. So what do we expect in this one?
Well, Joe, yes, I will be playing this one. And yeah, I'll be watching it as I'm, looking out the window, waiting for Santa to arrive on Christmas Eve. I got to do something. But, I'm going to give you a history lesson about how the Bowls used to be. Back in the day when all the Bowls meant something, the early bowl games generally went to the dogs and went to the overs. Then as you got later on in the bowls, the better bowl games, then you started to see favorites in unders. Why did it go that way? Well, the early bowls were a lot of games where you had the lesser teams playing, and usually they got matched up with a team that maybe had higher expectations during that year. And so they're really not happy to be in a lesser bowl. And that's where you saw a lot of upsets the early bowl games. Also, because if there wasn't as much intensity in those earlier bowls, they kind of played out like pickup games. No defense, teams going up and down the field. But then as you got to the better bowl games, the New Year's Day bowl games and so forth, the better teams were playing. There was more intensity. They played defense, and then you started to see more favorites cover, and you started to see more unders. This one, I'm going to go old school. It's Christmas Eve. It's two teams, not powerhouse names. Do they care to be here? Do they not care to be here? The one thing that they both do care about is these are two of the fastest tempo teams in college football. They're both top 15 in fewest time between snaps. We got a South Florida team that loves to run the football. They average 5 yards per carry. That's bad news for San Jose State because San Jose State can't stop the run. Then you look at San Jose State. What do they like to do? They like to throw the football. They like to throw it all over the field. And I am going to look for them to have success against a South Florida team who has trouble stopping it. You look at San Jose State, 9 of their 12 games they threw for over 300 yards. So you got fast tempo teams. You got one team that's going to throw it all over the football field. I am going to look for a lot of scoring in this one. I don't see either team playing great intensity on the defensive side, and I don't see them having talent on the defensive side. This is going to be a shootout, and why? I'll use the classic saying, this is one of those ones where the team that has the ball last is probably the winner in the game. And I think the winner in this game is going to definitely have a 3 in front of their score, at least, and in the high 3s. I look for this one to be like a 38-35 type game. I'm going over the 60.5, and I'll just root for whoever has the ball.